Hello and welcome back to the World Radio League Show. Today, episode 43. It is Monday, April the 6th, the first Monday in April. So you know what that means. That means this is a Mugs for Map Shares Day. We're going to be sharing winners. It's also Easter Monday. Happy Easter, everyone. Hope you had a fantastic Easter weekend. As you can kind of tell from my voice, I had a great Easter weekend, Easter week leading up to Easter weekend. And then boom, every Easter Sunday, I get hit with this nasty head cold that just about takes me under. But that did not stop me from showing up today. I am here and happy to see every last one of you. So we've got, as usual, our good friend, James in 0WRL in the chat. James is apparently aboard Artemis 2, circling the moon at the moment, it appears.
That's right. You guys didn't know I was a last-minute addition to Artemis 2. I'm out there right now. The farthest humans have ever been from the Earth. But Andy, you were a champ.
James, right as they went around that point of apogee there, he shoved himself to the far end of the spaceship to be sure. He was the farthest human from Earth.
Good to see you guys. And Andy, thank you so much for doing this. I know it sounds like you got an Easter cold tradition, but thanks for caring enough to keep the show going this week.
Absolutely. I feel like I'm gonna fall apart here real quick, but we're gonna do the best we can. We also have you guys just rallied behind me today. James and Catalina both showed up. They're going to be, they're going to be helping me kill it today with the show, I suppose. So, welcome in, Catalina. How's things in Argentina? Not the moon.
No, I'm not on the moon. Unfortunately, I was not called to go to the moon. So, lucky James. Hello, everybody. A new Monday here. Just helping with my smile.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's much appreciated. Thank you very much, Catalina.
I have a feeling we'll be hearing more about the Mugs for Map Shares program today. So I'm debuting new mugs. This isn't the final version. We're still testing the prints here, but
here, hold that up again. I want to show that off.
You see. This is why it's not the final version, because the print you got to make it a little thicker, but it is your
very cool
Q code.
It must have this invisibility cloak because it keeps disappearing against your moon background. No, I'm kidding.
It does have a visibility cloak. That's true.
All right. Well, we are going. Let me go back to this here. All right. So we have plenty to talk about today. James, why don't you just go ahead and get us kicked off with the desktop app updates? What did we just introduce there? What it means and what's coming next?
That is great, Andy. I will absolutely give everybody a demo of that. As you guys know, we have new releases that are coming out every single week, and so when we get on the live stream, we love to show you guys demos of everything that's new. But if you can't make the live stream, the weekly email we send out on Friday will have a good summary of everything. But if you want to get a demo of everything that's new in the world of World Radio League, the League of World Radio League, or however you want to say it, then this live stream is a great place to do it. So let me get that pulled up for you guys here. So really quick. For those of you guys who are just joining after a little while, we do have a desktop app now. So let me just share quickly where you can go and download that. So go into your World Radio League platform. You just go into the integration page. So it's there on your left-hand side menu, or you can just go directly at integration, and you can download that desktop app. That's Windows, Mac, Linux. And the Cat Control app is also a desktop app, but that is a separate app. So, Andy, I think you were going to hop in there.
No, you're good. Okay,
I'll keep moving.
Agreeing.
So the desktop app, once you download that, it is going to have the same look and feel.
I'm sorry, but are you sharing your screen? Because if you are,
Oh
we
my
didn't see anything.
Okay, let's just start over. Thank you, Catalina. What would we do without you, Catalina? So you've got the integrations page. You download the desktop app, and then once you download it, look at that. It looks just like the web app, except it is beautiful, offline capable app here. You have all of your logbooks. Everything automatically syncs across all your devices with World Radio League. So your contacts are going to be on your desktop app. They're going to be on your mobile app. They're going to be on your web app. And what we just released, so you can see the sync. Actually, look at that. We might have a good example here. It says my sync failed. Let's go over to if you're on the desktop app, when you download the new version, you're going to get this really nice cloud sync dashboard, which hopefully I can demo for you guys once my sync picks up. So this is just going to give you some status and information about all your contacts that are syncing. So if you log a contact on the web, it will sync over to your desktop app. If you it's syncing right now. There you go. And any contacts you log on the desktop app will get synced to your cloud database. And there's a couple really cool things you can do here. You can export a local backup. This is a great way just to keep a full ATIF export of all your contacts. So go ahead and click that, play with it. I'll just save myself right to my documents. I'll just save myself a full backup right now. Done. Boom. If I have any issues or things that are needing sync, you can see that in the details. You can see the logs. If you have any issues with the sync, you can report an issue. But now that you have these tools, this will really help you keep good track of all of your logs and things like that. So we just released this last week. The main reason we wanted to release this was just to make it easier to track all of that sync and give you some data in case you are having any sync issues.
Yeah, absolutely. That's so awesome. That looks I love that new dashboard. It looks so cool. But yeah, I'm really excited about this, and the changes we're getting ready to tell us kind of what's coming next with desktop app. What's going to be kind of the next real point of focus and push on desktop app?
Man, that's the perfect question. The biggest point of focus on the desktop app, now that we've got all of the logging functionality working, and thank you guys who have been beta testing this. Keep on testing it, keep trying it out. It's cat control, right? It's putting that cat control into the desktop app. Because right now, of course, you have the cat control app, but the cat control app it'll do cat control from
Terry,
this app to
Dave, we see you. We're on it.
And Terry keeps us on the ball. Thank you, Terry, for keeping us on the ball. We are working very hard on that. But we kind of said, look, we got to get this desktop out there. We need to get it into some people's hands. We got to build the cloud sync. We got to build all these other things. So we decided we just had to get it out there and then add the cat control as the next phase.
Absolutely. So we got a lot of great friends in the chat. So we've got folks from Spain. We got a really international audience today. Folks from Spain, from Belgium, of course, tons of US. Got Guam in the house. Absolutely. And I even saw our good friend Ernest. Good to see you, my friend. Ernest from Canada. I haven't
heard from Ernest in a while. Good to see you, Ernest.
Good to see you. Great to have you here. So, absolutely.
Marvin Whiskey 0 Mike Echo Tango. I will pull him up on my call sign. I'm going to add a note here. If you guys don't use these notes, this is a great feature. It's your personal notes. Marvin is a great supporter, and he is one of the organizers of Winter Field Day. And I think Marvin just volunteered for Winter Field Day. Not Winter Field Day. He's the chairman of Winter Field Day, but he just volunteered to help us out at Dayton Hamvention.
Awesome.
So
that's fantastic. I'm looking forward to that, Marvin.
On that note, maybe I'm going to pass it over to Catalina, and I'll shut up for a minute. Catalina, you want to tell the folks what is going on with Dayton this year and what we're planning?
Yes, absolutely. So thank you, Marvin, for using the form link we sent in our emails to volunteer for Dayton Hamvention. So what is happening this 2026, we are asking for volunteers to help out in our booth. We are going to have, of course, a booth with World Radio League and Ham Radio Prep. So everyone that wants to volunteer there to help out in our booth with all the people visiting it and giving out some stuff, you can just apply in this form that James is sharing in the screen. So it's a very, very easy form where we ask some simple questions we need to know to check if you will be able to help us or not. And boom, that's it. Then you will get an email from me telling you that we will send some things to your home to help out in our booth. And it's a very enjoyable way to have this Dayton Hamvention. It is a Hamvention, right?
Yep, that's right.
Okay. Dayton Hamvention experience on 2026. So don't hesitate, just apply. And Andy will be there, James will be there, and a lot of other folks. So don't hesitate, just apply.
Catalina will be there, not this year, 2027. Catalina will be there.
Yeah, next year.
You gotta get Catalina up to do a POTA activation. So yeah, absolutely.
Once I do a POTA activation this year, that will be my ticket for next week.
There you go. Marvin also said we need to do a live show at Dayton. Marvin, I would absolutely love to do a live show at Dayton, but it's not on a Monday. So what I'm thinking is we are going to record. I'm actually going to be probably out of the office that Monday. So I'm thinking, we're probably going to shoot plenty of footage at Dayton and give y'all kind of a run, a behind the scenes recap maybe on that Monday. So yeah, you can look forward to some of that footage showing up the week after or the Monday following Hamvention. So absolutely. Yeah. Looking forward to it. I'm really excited. So, we've also got, a couple other questions. You know what? We'll hit some of the other questions after the next break. We've got lots more stuff to talk about here. James, do you want to kind of walk us through I've been seeing a lot of comments, notes, and questions about confirmation requests. Can you kind of walk us through that and how that works and what to expect from that the way that feature operates?
Yeah, that is a great point. So I think it was last week or the week before we debuted a brand new feature called confirmation requests. So for those of you guys who aren't familiar, if you go to your logbooks and you go to your QSO manager, let me zoom in just a little bit so you guys can see. There's this new button that says request confirmation. If you hover over it, it'll explain what it is. But I can just go ahead. I'm going to select all my contacts, and I'm just going to click request confirmation just to give you guys an example, because I want to just show exactly how this feature works. So there we go. Requested. All the confirmations have now been requested. So you'll notice that there's a recheck confirmation and there's a request confirmation. Now those are different, and there's also a column here. It'll show you which of your contacts are confirmed. In World Radio League world, the green confirmation check marks are the best because that means both contacts exist within World Radio League, and that's like the highest level confirmation because we can guarantee that is a real contact, especially as we start to do more competitions and leaderboards and things. We want to make it as fair as possible to everybody. So we want to track that people are actually making real contacts, right? A confirmation is very important. But we also have trusted integration. So QRZ and LOTW, we can now import confirmations from those systems. And so you'll see the indicator of the QRZ or LOTW confirmations in here as well. And that's because those are well-known systems, they're trusted. And so if LOTW or QRZ says it's confirmed, we say, you know what, we'll give you credit in the World Radio League platform as well. But let's just say that you don't get that confirmation and you are trying, this is a contact I made, I think last weekend with Juha, and you want to request that person confirms it. Well, you can use that request confirmation button. If this one hadn't been requested, it would be here on the kind of QSL card view or that single contact view, you could click the button here. And what it will do is actually send that user. We'll search and see if that user has an email on file. And if so, we will send that person an email asking for them to confirm it. And I'll show you an example of that email in just a minute. But that will give the person the opportunity to come in, and they'll have a dashboard like this. And if you want to get your dashboard or your confirmation request, you can get it from your upper right profile. And it will show you everybody that has made a contact confirmation request with you. So to confirm it, you can just you can log that contact. Maybe you haven't logged it yet, or you haven't put it into WRL. You can put it in here. Another really easy way is just import your contacts, right? If the person hasn't imported contacts, they can import the contacts and they'll automatically confirm. And then you'll get credit for your confirmations within World Radio League. And that is going to matter, guys, more and more as we start to release more awards. That you're going to want to have all of those confirmations within World Radio League.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, once we are doing the live leaderboards and everything, just, those green check marks are going to be absolute gold for all operators. So, yeah, absolutely. Really excited about some of that stuff. Another thing, and I'm not sure if you were fully prepared for this one, but well, actually, let's back up and one more time with this confirmation requests deal. You probably mentioned this, but just absolutely clarify these. No matter how many times one operator gets sent a confirmation request, they're only getting one email per month. Correct?
That is a really, really good point. So here's what the email looks like when you send a confirmation request. This is what the email is going to look like. It's a little bit cleaned up from here now, but it'll tell them who. What station was requesting those confirmations. It will give them a link to go and confirm those, to log them and it can send it to them if they're a WRL user or if they're not a user. So they can go and create an account and they can confirm there. If they don't want to get these emails, they can unsubscribe here at the bottom of this. We've had some users who got it. They said, I don't want to use World Radio League. That's totally fine. But I think it's important that you guys know that we really carefully designed this feature to not just spam people's emails. So the way that it works is it will put all of the confirmation requests into one email, and it will only send that email once per month per call sign. So if I have 100 confirmation requests from 100 different users, it's not going to send me 100 emails. And you don't have to worry about accidentally spamming somebody by clicking that, because it doesn't just immediately send the email. It compresses them all together and sends one email together. And it'll send you a maximum of one email per month if you have.
Yeah,
those.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
that was a big concern. A lot of people were saying, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I don't want to spam a bunch of people's emails or things like that. Well,
Yeah.
we were really careful to think about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So Terry, hopefully that answers your question for you. Thank you for the question there. Absolutely. Rosanna's asking, when doing POTA, how do I confirm the contact with the hunter? So Rosanna, you just, as long as they're logging on World Radio League and you're logging on World Radio League, they will confirm automatically. If they do not confirm automatically, then just, use this feature to send that confirmation request to that hunter. So,
and I would say go into your logbook, select all your contacts, and just click the request confirmation. You might as well do it once and just try to get as many of those contacts confirmed as possible, because it's not gonna accidentally send somebody too many emails. So Rosanna, you can just go in here and select all your contacts and click request confirmation. It'll find the ones that aren't confirmed, and it'll send a request for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Zach, good to see you, my friend. Zach is just got back from a park activation. Hopefully you've been using that bug, Zach. And he got to see the POTA Power crew at the Raleigh Hamfest. Huge shout out to Vaughn and Julie. Thank you so much for helping us out at these Hamfests. We really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And he said that Maggie, Zach's daughter Maggie, got an extra study guide and got to see Jules. So
awesome.
Great work, Maggie, on getting to this point, and have fun studying for extra. And yeah, absolutely. We'll be happy to welcome you to the extra club. So really looking forward to hearing your success story there.
And here's a picture. This is Julian Vaughn from POTA Power, and this is KC8ZKS, who's also an awesome World Radio League user who was able to make it. This is awesome. The Raleigh Hamfest is one. I think it's a pretty good size Hamfest. I never made it there myself, but this is exactly that volunteer form that we were talking about earlier. If you fill out that form, you can actually represent us at your local Hamfest just like this. Cool. We'll send you some supplies. We'll send you some free books to give away. We'll send you some gear and a tablecloth cover like this, so you can actually have some stuff to present. But right now, we are really looking for a couple more people for Dayton.
Absolutely, absolutely. Zach also said he's going to start adding an emoji to his name for every week they don't get the card. Oh no, Zach. Okay. Yeah, yours and Maggie's cards are sitting literally right here in the studio. I need to get those dropped in the mail. I am so sorry, my friend. I will try to get those mailed out right away. Thank you. Ernest says that he will be doing that this year for sure. Ernest, I'm assuming you mean volunteering for representing us at your local Hamfest. That would be absolutely awesome. Appreciate that. With back to the confirmations, Chris is asking how cross confirmations between QRZ and LOTW work. So and
good question.
Yeah, James, you want to just go ahead and speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, so from the World Radio League perspective, you can never have too many confirmations, right?
100%.
Because the more that we have a confirmation that that's a real contact, the better. So if it's obviously if both contacts are in World Radio League, that's the best, because we have them in our database, we know. But if it's confirmed in QRZ, we'll import it. If it's confirmed in LOTW, we'll also import it. So you'll have all those confirmations within World Radio League. Now. Yeah.
100%.
When you export, we don't actually confirm contacts in QRZ or LOTW. They handle their own confirmations. But if you set up your integrations, if I can find the integration page, if you go to your integrations and you set up QRZ and LOTW, you can also automatically export. There's an auto export option to QRZ and LOTW. So as long as your contacts are auto exported over to QRZ.com or LOTW, then you'll be getting credit and getting confirmations over there too.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Great answer. Thank you so much. Okay, so Ernest says he's going to be representing us in Canada, not in Dayton, but one day soon he'll show up to Dayton. Ernest, looking forward to meeting you one of these days, my friend. Hopefully, we can make that happen. So, yeah, absolutely. These confirmations and confirmation integrations and confirmation requests really, they're just awesome additions, and they can only help. And I'm really excited about these things we've got coming. One more thing before we come up against the break, and then we'll after the break we'll turn it over to Catalina for a few minutes to talk mugs for map shares. But before we hit the break, can you kind of totally pivot away from confirmations here and talk about satellite logging, sat mode? Now, James, you've actually worked stations through satellite repeaters before. I have not yet. I need to take the satellite and space operations course. But why don't you kind of walk us through? I had one or two people actually, asking about this over the past week. And if you wouldn't mind, give us kind of a demo of that process, logging a satellite contact, kind of what that does to the ADIF file and how that works.
Yeah, and I'll give a little bit, even some background for folks who haven't got into satellites. I mean, this is one of the coolest things in amateur radio that you can get into. The fact that there's dozens of amateur radio satellites operating overhead that have repeaters on them, that you can make contacts with them, that there's astronauts on the ISS who will occasionally pick up that amateur radio that's on the ISS and make contacts. There's a group called ARIS, amateur radio on the International Space Station, that plans contacts with schools, where schools get to make ham radio contacts with astronauts. So, I mean, just absolutely one of the coolest parts of the hobby to explore. There's a picture of Professor Jim showing me how to make my first satellite contact using this Yagi antenna and a satellite tracking application. We built an entire course about this because it is pretty complicated. So check that out if you're more interested. But when you go to log your contacts, it's not too tricky. So I'll just create a new log book here within World Radio League, and I'll call it Satellite Contacts. You can set your home location. I'll just keep that all the same. But what you're going to want to do is go into
I think the template setting is up at the top there, I believe.
Yeah, you're right. Settings. Okay, so let me pick my setting. I probably could have picked it
at creation time.
At creation, I would have saved myself a step.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm a little rusty here on my satellite contact. I'll click satellite and then I'll click save. Now, when I come over, you'll notice that my template has changed. I've got call sign, grid, because that's what when you're doing satellites, you don't have a lot of time to make an exchange. It's fast contact. So
yeah,
I'd be like November 0 Whiskey Radio Lima Echo Mike 73. So people will say their call sign and then their 4-digit grid square.
Okay, cool.
Then you've got your satellite, so you can select what satellite.
Very nice.
You were on, so you've got all the satellites.
I honestly have not used this at all, so
this really
is new
cool
for me.
Let me see. I think what do we call the ISS? A couple of people have been asking us about when they use the repeater on the ISS, what it's called here, and I actually have even forgotten it myself. But you can actually enter the satellite yourself if you want to. You've got your uplink, your downlink frequency and band, your mode, and that's pretty much it. Now we just need to make a really cool graphic on the map. What we're missing here is like actually showing the satellite on the map. That would be really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, you know, we're working on the dashboard, the operating console. We may have something like that in the works. So stay tuned.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's been a little while since I've made a contact. I'll give you guys a quick, maybe like a couple of quick tips on satellite operations, maybe like the Cliff Notes. There's a company called Arrow Antennas that makes really good antennas for satellite contacts. I'll just pull that up here. I think the one that I have is one of these Arrow 2 portables. It's going to be, I have to check on the exact model I have. Maybe it has to be dual band. So it's going to be, I believe it's this one. Yeah, this is probably the one. Amazing, because a lot of the satellites are crossband, right? Because they want to have an uplink on one frequency and a downlink on another frequency.
Yeah.
So you'll have kind of a Yagi antenna that has two sides of elements, one for the 2-meter band, one for the 70 centimeter band, and then you'll have a duplexer that'll go into your handheld ham radio. Again, it's a little bit complicated. So if you're like, what the heck is he talking about with the duplexer and operating split and all of these things? That's why we made a longer course to really go into depth about it. But I'll give you at least the quick tip here is check out this. And there's lots of really good satellite tracking apps. I think the one that I use is called ISS Tracker, I want to call, or ISS Detector. Yeah, this is the app that I've used. That's pretty good. ISS Detector.
Oh, very cool. Very nice. All right. Well, thank you for walking us through that. That's new information for me. I have never worked a satellite yet. Hoping to one day, but just have not had the opportunity. So what's that kind of do to the ADIF when you add the uplink and downlink frequencies in there?
Yeah, so for those of you who really want to get into the details here, it's going to add the prop mode as satellite in the ADIF export. So that tells other systems like QRZ or LOTW or anywhere you want to export your logs that it's a satellite contact. So it'll add prop mode to satellite. There were some questions in our Discord. So if you guys haven't joined the Discord, great plug for that to jump in about all the other fields.
Drop the link in during the break.
Yeah, we're going to check on the satellite name and some of those other fields, but definitely you have to make sure you include things like the satellite name and the satellite propagation mode into the export when you are exporting satellite contacts to get proper credit. But our system handles all of that for you.
For sure. Absolutely. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and go to a quick break. Then we're going to come back and talk. We're going to talk about mugs for map shares and all the cool stuff going on over there with Catalina. So we will be right back after this short break. Don't go anywhere because we've got plenty more to talk about. So don't leave us yet. You know, folks, it is my...
Are you ready to ditch that 90s ham radio logging software and upgrade to something from this century? Well, now you can. Welcome to a brand new era of software in ham radio, World Radio League. Whether you're a brand new ham radio operator just getting started or a seasoned veteran looking to upgrade your logging experience, World Radio League is the ham radio tool suite for you. Its sleek, modern design brings ham radio into today's world. No more digging through endless menus to find basic features. It's all right in front of you, ready to go with just a couple clicks. An extremely customizable logging interface is just the beginning. We integrate with 7 spotting networks to make finding your contacts that much easier. Plus, we offer many custom mapping and analytics tools so that you can view your contacts your way. We have all sorts of tools tailored to contesting, POTA, SOTA, WWFF, and other activities as well. And it gets better. With our cloud-based log storage, you can access your logs using our fully featured web interface in tandem with our robust mobile app. You can log into your account on any device and even log contacts offline, syncing them to your online account later. The best part? Logging with World Radio League is free. Just set up an account and start logging. Want to use advanced features like large log imports and analytics? Upgrade to a premium plan starting at only $3 a month. Join a huge community of ham radio operators at the fastest growing ham radio software platform available by creating your free account at worldradioleague.com today, or search for World Radio League in your favorite app store.
Welcome back to episode 43 of the World Radio League show. Huge thank you to my fellow compadres, Mr. James Cribbs and Miss Catalina. Catalina, how do you pronounce your last name?
Ostolaza.
There we go, Ostolaza. I'll get there. I
know it is good. It's good.
Okay, sounds good. All right. So thank you, both of you, so much for kind of doing some of the heavy lifting on the show today, seeing as how I have my yearly Easter weekend head cold that is driving me absolutely bananas. But we'll get through it somehow or another. We'll get through it today. So we have lots of questions pouring in. Guys, keep pouring those questions in. We will absolutely get to them. Next says, mugs to map shares, the ham version of Swords to plowshares. No. The mugged 4 map shares. You got the wrong, not 2 map shares, it's 4 map shares. But yeah, that sparked kind of an interesting thought. One of these days, James, we need to offer a mug that's got like the graphic wrap is the map shares that they posted that month, that the winner posted that month. But anyway,
yeah. I mean, or maybe you get you have a really cool contact and you print your map or your
or like after it, like the maybe once we do some of our competitions, maybe the winner of the competition gets a mug with their competition map on there. That would be really cool. Anyway, all kinds of random ideas. You never know what you'll see coming up later. So. Right, Catalina. Peter says he comes for the Catalina smile. So, Peter, there you go. All right, Catalina, go ahead and walk us through Mugs for Map Shares, what it is, and who won the March drawing of Mugs for Map Shares.
What happened on March, right? Okay, thank you, Andy. First of all, for the ones that don't know what it's Max for, Max Share, finally I got the name. So
You nailed it.
yeah, yes, April, but well. So basically it's just sharing your World Radio League mags, and you get a free mag from World Radio League. That's the very basic thing about this project. So it's an ongoing project that we have month after month, that you can participate of winning one of these mags that are on screen if you share your World Radio League map on social media. So the only thing that you have to do is tag World Radio League accounts in every social media, so we can check it out and check your map and get your points. So if you share 10 maps, you will get 10 points. As many maps you share, as many points you get. And at the end of the month, we will get the winners of the month. So we currently have 5 winners. So we are giving 5 mags per month. There you go. So you have a lot of chances to get this free mag, and it's very cool because we got an audience of a lot of maps. You can share your personality with these maps, because there are a lot of customizations that you can do, and you can have fun and also share your map and participate for this mag. So that's very cool, and a lot of people already won their mags on the past months. And today we are going to announce the March winners for this World Radio League mag. So
cool.
Are you ready?
And there's only 2 people in the world right now who know who won those mugs, Catalina and myself. So
exactly. Exactly.
This is you're hearing it here first, folks.
I'm hiding this.
I want to emphasize too, guys. You can win a mug by sharing your map on any social media. They all work, right? Facebook, X. I think Facebook and X are the big ones, right? They're the most 2 popular.
Instagram too.
Instagram. Yeah, that's a good point. And if you maybe even bonus points. This is up to Catalina. But if you post it in one of the groups, the POTA group, the SOTA group, or the Ham Radio for Beginners group, any groups like that, that's great. Look at this. This is a Ham Radio baby.
Well, there
Ham
you
Radio
go.
baby in this one. This guy is going out and doing an operation with the kids. This baby is going to know how to do Morse code before it knows how to talk.
Yeah, that would be. You know what? I've been trying to teach my little girl Morse code. She's not quite 2 yet, and she loves beeping the key and trying to.
Did we lose him?
The letters of her name, and send daddy. She loves trying to send those, and so I've been working with her, helping her with that.
So cool, Andy. That's adorable.
So yeah. They're okay. Zach says they're officially called Hamlets.
This is a little Hamlet, man. So
that's awesome.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna take us on just like a really brief detour here. So, guys, for those of you,
we'll be back to the mugs for map shares momentarily, folks.
Okay,
everyone hate me, but this is shaped at me.
Okay, momentarily. Okay, so we keep that drum roll going, guys. Keep that drum roll going because it's coming. But I want to show you guys a feature that's coming like today. Like we're about to launch this. We're launching this right now, and is the map theme library. It's coming this week. But a lot of you guys have been doing awesome map customizations. Like you see, if we go to our, if we go to some of the guys here, you can see some of the really cool. Terry's got his Tennessee Vols theme going. Well, wouldn't it be nice if you could save some of those themes and come back to them, and you could switch out one map theme from the other? That
would be nice, James. Tell us how we can do that.
Now you can. It's coming this week. It's called Map Theme Library. So now there's going to be a theme library that you can explore, and you can see what themes other people have created, and you can select those themes and you can apply them. So maybe I want to check out the one that Brad made and call Dark Pro. I select that, and then now I'm on a completely different theme. But it also allows you to save your own themes, right? So you can save the themes that you've previously built, and then you can swap your themes out. You can change your icons, you can change all those things, because it kind of takes a long time to, sometimes you spend some time customizing your theme. You don't want to lose all that work and have to re-customize it. So now you can save it as a theme, and then you can just come back to your theme library. You can see your own themes, you can see what themes other people have created, and it'll even, maybe your theme gets kind of popular, you can actually see how many people are using that theme. You can get some clues and see if
very cool. So we can look forward to that.
Little preview.
James is already spoiling one of the next sections of the show here with
no. Well, we were talking about maps. So
well, Andy, you're getting from your medicine, you know.
All right. So just wanted to say, Zach, with that comment, you did win another cowboy hat emoji in the Discord, so go ahead and throw that on there. That was too good. And then I do want to point out that Rodney and Zach both say they will never have any social media presence. Zach says he thinks he wins in terms of keeping his sanity. I definitely understand if you do not have a social media presence. I totally get that. Just share World Radio League with your friends. You guys are in the Discord, so spread your maps around to some of the other Discords, and maybe we can come up with a way to I don't know. We'll come up with
Rodney. Rodney and Zach, you guys will always win in our hearts.
Absolutely, always.
But maybe we'll make we'll have to do something else because a lot of people actually I've taken all the social media off my phone. It drives me nuts, all the constant notifications and everything. So
yeah, absolutely. Jacob popped in for a quick hello, Jacob. He's gonna go jump out of a plane, so he can't stay around for long. But Jacob, have fun with that.
Plane. I hope you mean with a parachute.
Yeah, he does. He's into skydiving now. So
wow.
Yeah, I wanna work him skydiving mobile one of these days. That would be fun. So Catalina, let's get this train back on the tracks and talk to us about who won mugs for map shares in the month of March. And absolutely.
So the winners were, because we are in April now. So the winners are Nathan Scott N2SB. That if I'm not mistaken, this is the second time that Nathan won this mag for map share. Let me check here. Yes, it's the second time, so he will be one of the lucky ones to get a Q code mag. So that's cool. Thank you so much for the cool map shares, Nathan. Then we have the one and only, the one who is asking for this mag for a long time. So he got
He just had to finally share enough maps.
And I can say that he left very, very great and good comments for me. So I appreciate it. So Terry Bailey, KQ4MDM, that's our another winner for March. So thank you so much, Terry. Catalina, yay! My name is back.
Your name is back.
Congrats, Terry.
Congratulations, Terry. You deserve it.
I love. That was beautiful map shares.
Yeah, beautiful and very special comment. So thank you so much for that. Then we have another winner here, Bruce Britt, KV4SWP. Let me check here. Bruce is the second time also that he is winning a mag, so he will get a Q code mag. I'm always confusing with the CQ. I don't know why. Q code mag. So congratulations, Bruce. Thank you for always being there, supporting World Radio League. Then we have another winner for March. That is Bill Ford, K5WVF. Congratulations, Bill. Also another great user for World Radio League. And the last one, but of course not the least, this is not in order, of course. It's Christian Smith, WA3N. He shared great maps on March. So congratulations for you two on winning
Nathan,
this map.
Terry, Bruce, Bill, and Christian. Congratulations to all 5 of you. Great battles out there going on with the Mugs for Map Shares program. It's awesome. And remember, keep sharing those maps like crazy. This is going right on. If we're gonna have another drawing at the end of April, beginning of May. We're gonna have another drawing. So keep sharing those maps and share. I said this last week. I'm gonna say it again. Share extra maps on Wednesday evenings and Thursday mornings in all of the POTA groups on Facebook to make Catalina smile. So we do some internal counting metrics on those days, or on that day. So just pump those into those POTA groups like crazy. So
yes, and a new month has already started. So I already started counting April maps. So start sharing your maps like crazy, as Andy said. And for the winners, I'm gonna contact you after the call with an email and explaining about your mag shipping. So thank you so much, everybody, for participating, because there were a lot of map shares, and all of the mags are awesome.
Absolutely. The mugs are incredible. So congratulations to all of you. Catalina,
guys, April's a new month, so share those maps on social. Go out, get out, get radioactive, do an activation, do a contest. Get a lot of times I'll just turn the radio on here and try to hunt a couple people from home, and anything that gets the bands active is great for amateur radio.
And absolutely. And Catalina, while we're talking to you, why don't you go ahead and tell us, what content creators, influencers, and clubs can expect from our partnership program, and how to apply for that, since you kind of manage that as well.
No, it's not me. I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's me. Okay, so we have a partnership program for content creators and also for clubs. That's very important to mention, because clubs also can get some benefits from our partnerships program. So you can go to our website. James is sharing there. And I think that it's affiliates. If you go down the home page, for example, you can go become an affiliate, and you will find all the information to apply for the partnerships program. So you will get a lot of benefits and a great deal. We offer you a unique discount code for you to share with all your audience for 10% discount in Ham Radio Prep, all the courses and bundles, and for World Radio League memberships, all the memberships. So that's very big. And what is more, you get some commissions once all of the coupon code is used. So you get 20% commissions right now. So that's I think that it's a big deal. And if you are already using World Radio League and Ham Radio Prep, that's even better. You can promote it, and while you are promoting, you can share your code, and you can earn some extra money from there. So don't hesitate if you want to be an affiliate for World Radio League and Ham Radio Prep. It's very easy. You will apply on a form that it's there, and then we will contact you with all the information. We can get the discount word that you want together, and that's a very fast process, and you get the benefits right away. And for clubs, it's the same. You can get a 10% discount for your club, and you can share it with your club members. That's cool too, because a lot of people is going to the club to get their license, and then to start doing their activations. So you can get 10% discount on Ham Radio Prep courses and 10% discount on World Radio League memberships. That's a great deal. So
thank you so much for running this program, Catalina. It's been excellent.
Absolutely.
We have helped so many clubs. I'll tell you this too. A lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
And it's thanks to you guys that sign up for our courses. It's thanks to you guys that sign up for World Radio League membership that makes it possible to do this. But we send clubs free books. We have sent them free courses. We've partnered with a lot of them. We've made big donations to many clubs as well. And we really do believe that local clubs it's such an important part of amateur radio is having that local presence. But it's also like Catalina said, it's emergency response groups, it's YouTubers, it's anybody can join our partner program. So
for sure. Absolutely. Thank you, Catalina, for that. And also, if you want us to do a presentation at your club on Ham Radio Prep or World Radio League or both, be sure and reach out to Catalina using that partnerships at hamradioprep.com email, and we'll get you set up for that. Okay.
Yeah,
so
that's another benefit too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. We were talking about satellite contacts earlier, and I happened to be able to pull a couple of strings and get a clip pulled extraordinarily fast. Thank you, Ahmed, from the video department, for pulling this so extraordinarily fast. Here is the video from the Satellite and Space Operations course of James making his first satellite contact. So here, let's go ahead and roll that. Yeah.
All right, I'm about to make my first satellite voice contact with the International Space Station, more specifically with the FM repeater on the International Space Station. So I've gone ahead and done all of the prep work I need to make the pass, and it's about to happen in 3 minutes. Now, the International Space Station relative to Earth is moving at 17,500 miles per hour. So there's only going to be a 10-minute gap between when the ISS first appears on the horizon, or the acquisition of my signal, until the loss of signal when I'm no longer able to hear. And there's only going to be really a 5-minute gap when I have a really good amount of visibility. I've already done all of my prep work for the contact. I've gone through my satellite contact worksheet. I know my downlink frequency, uplink frequency, CT/CSS tone. I've programmed all that into my radio. I'm ready to account for Doppler shift. And I've also selected several landmarks along the path, so I know exactly where I need to point my antenna across that entire path. I'm also using the ISS Detector app, which has a real-time tracking functionality, which is going to help me sanity check myself and make sure I'm pointing in the right direction, because it's going to track the real-time elevation. So I'll be able to see as the satellite begins to rise on the horizon and make sure that I'm pointing in the correct direction. T-minus 1 minute until acquisition of signal, hoping for my first satellite contact via the International Space Station today. The ISS uplink is on 145.990 megahertz with a tone of 67 hertz, all programmed into the radio. And the receive, or the downlink frequency of the radio where I'm going to be receiving, is 437.800 megahertz, plus or minus Doppler shift. T-minus 20 seconds till acquisition of signal. My squelch is turned all the way down, so you hear that nice static. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Acquisition of signal. Elevation is just on the horizon, so I'm not going to hear anything yet. I have now 10 minutes of the pass pending in front of me. Elevation still very low, it's at 8 degrees. Elevation stays low and then it starts rising very fast as it starts to move overhead. 8 minutes left in the pass. We're at 13-degree elevation, so we're just starting to get some elevation. We're also starting to get some mosquitoes. Oh, getting some reception? Yep, getting... KK5DO, this is N0WRL in Echo Mike 73.
Whiskey Delta 5, Golf Romeo Whiskey, Echo Mike 13. EN42, QS.
November 0, Whiskey Radio Lima, Echo Mike 73.
November, Echo Mike 73. TI.
Adjusting for Doppler.
Victor 8 Tango.
Kilo 0, Alpha Kilo Victor, this is N0WRL, QSL.
QSL.
Got it, I got the...
KO4JYU, Echo Mike 63.
Alpha Kilo Victor, KO4JYU, Echo Mike 63.
N0 WRL, Echo Mike 73.
4BFR, QSL, Echo Mike 73.
QSL.
4JYU, Echo Mike 63.
Yes, I got my first satellite contact. Yes. Wow. Okay. First satellite contact is in the book. It was a little bit messy, but I was able to copy N4BFR. I was able to get the QSL, and my first satellite contact was with Professor Jim, N4BFR. That's pretty special, and I'm super happy that I got it in the log today. So again, I think I've caught the bug. I'm definitely going to be out here trying some more satellite contacts, but a few things that I've learned as I'm going through this is prepare. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Keep on trying to make those satellite contacts. I would also say really practice your radio programming and your radio operation as well as your antenna operation, because again, it happens very fast and the call signs come fast and furious. You're trying to get into the satellite, but you're also hearing a lot of partial call signs, so you really need to hear a call sign completely or get your call sign so someone else can hear it completely. And getting used to that exchange. But got my first satellite contact via the International Space Station in the log. We got the QSL, we got the confirmation, so I'll count it. Let's keep going.
That's epic. That's really awesome. James, do you feel the excitement watching that back? Do you feel the excitement again?
Yeah, I do feel that it's so cool to watch that again and remember that first. Actually, I guess it was my first two. I think during that pass I made 2 or 3 contacts actually.
Very cool.
It's really fast paced, and I almost forgot to mention, when you're making satellite contacts, you have to adjust your frequency for Doppler shift.
Yeah, Doppler.
You know how like when a police car drives by you're a road and you hear like wee, 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 and then it gets like lower pitches.
Or a train goes by on the tracks and they're like blowing their horn and it's just
exactly. And so it's the same thing with the satellite. When the satellite is coming towards you, the frequencies get compressed and it's a higher frequency than the actual satellite downlink frequency. And then when it's moving away from you, the satellite is slightly lower. You need to change your receive frequency to be slightly lower. And we covered how to do this in the satellite course in more detail, but you need a radio that can move in like, very small increments so you can change that receive frequency. Absolutely.
And Zach says the best part about SATCOMs is being the weird neighbor in your neighborhood. So James, the big question I'm sure many of us have here is, what is the vehicle in your driveway?
It's funny because I totally forgot about that when I was filming the video. It is a truck I've had forever. It's a 1995 F-150.
Wow.
I love that truck. I should have had the truck in the video because it's really it's a nice
that's really epic. That's really
just a good classic truck. It should have put it in the video.
All right. Well, we've got plenty more show to go. As we say, this is the fastest 2 hours in ham radio, and we are already up to our second break. We're going to take the quick break. We're going to come back, and we're going to start covering your comments. James, Catalina, you're both still going to be here, right?
We will.
Yeah, I will stay for some more minutes.
Absolutely. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. We've got your comments coming up right after the break. So stay where you're at and don't touch that dial.
Imagine setting up your ham radio in a state or national park like this one. Surrounded by nature.
And making contacts with people all over the world.
That's what Parks on the Air is all about. It's one of the most fun and rewarding ways to participate in ham radio.
Quota is for everyone.
Activators head out to parks to experience nature, while hunters try and contact them from home. With over 500,000 participants worldwide, there's an activation happening every day. And in fact, there's probably an activation going on in a park like this right now.
But if you're new, getting started can be overwhelming. From picking the right gear and antennas to setting up in the field, logging contacts, and following the rules.
That's why we created the Ham Radio Prep POTA course, your guide to getting started with Parks on the Air. We'll walk you through everything step by step, from choosing equipment to setting up, on-air operation, and logging.
This course will get you on the air fast and help you to avoid common beginner mistakes.
And even if you already have POTA experience, you'll find plenty of pro tips to optimize your station setup and operation.
We recommend having at least a general license for this course, but even if you're still a technician, this course will help you prepare for the next level and get ready to join in the fun.
POTA is an amazing way to build your skills, get in the outdoors, and connect with other hams around the world. So are you ready to start your next adventure?
Sign up for the POTA course today at hamradioprep.com.
We are back once again, third half of the show here, the World Radio League Show, episode 43. Great to see each and every one of you. I've had a few comments, people talking about the third half of the show comment. That's actually a reference to, I don't know if any of y'all are familiar. Maybe this is one of those things from my youth that nobody knows about anymore. But I'm sure there's several of you. Click and Clack Tappet Brothers used to be on the radio. I used to listen to them like on Saturday afternoon, driving down the road with my dad and brother or something like that. Anyway, Click and Clack Tappet Brothers. You can find some of their old shows posted online in places. But yeah, they reference the third half of the show all the time. So that's that's where that came from, if anybody wanted to know. So yeah, great to see everyone back here again. I do feel the need to clarify something, and being after the POTA course ad feels like the perfect time to do it. So about 5 days ago, there was a huge stir and kerfluffle online surrounding the announcement of the new POTA Premium option that Parks on the Air posted that they were launching, and K8MRD subsequently did a video on. Personally, I found it absolutely hilarious, but apparently there were those that did not see as much humor in it because they did not realize that this was posted on April 1st, and they fell prey to another K8MRD epic POTA break. Last year he did he literally spliced him sending one dit and one da and took that and spliced it into a whole video of him sending a CW message and told everybody he learned CW. So this year it was the POTA Premium, and he actually was in on it with the POTA crew, and so it looked very official. But no, POTA Premium is not real. So if you were concerned by that, fear no more. So what about you, James? Did you see the POTA Premium?
I did see it. It got me for a second. But I clicked around enough.
There was so much nonsense going on the first. Oh my lance! Whoever invented April Fool's Day needs their brains checked.
Were there any other? I think that was the only really good ham radio one I heard about. Did you hear about any other?
There were definitely more. I can't remember them right off the top of my head, but there were definitely more. It sounds like KB9VBR did a POTA Platinum video. That's what it was. It was POTA Platinum is what they called it.
POTA Platinum, yeah. I'll have to check that out.
So yeah. There were definitely more going on, but Ham Shack TV posted that Ham Radio 2.0 was taking over his channel. There were several different.
That's funny.
There were several different pranks going on, but anyway, yeah. Boy, we decided not to participate this year, which is probably for the best. So
You gotta be careful with those jokes, you know.
Oh yeah.
Some people might not
literally
wake up and not know what day it is.
Just about hurt POTA a little bit there. That just about cost them a little bit. They were the people took them seriously. But anyway, all right. Let's go ahead and start hitting. Yeah, Zach says Yasu did a price increase when. Oh wait, yeah, exactly. That unfortunately was not an April 1st.
Oh wait, it's April 6th and they still have the price increase. What's happening?
Yeah, exactly. They forgot to take down their April Fool's joke. Okay, let's go ahead and walk through some of your comments. EOD Kaboom is asking if one of us sent him an email. I did not. James, did you send him an email?
I don't think so.
Let's see here. Maybe, man. If I don't know for sure. So, but yeah, reach out if you have any questions there, Tim. Chris says he popped in for a little bit earlier. Said he's just listening. Good to see you, Chris. Dawson Rogers didn't know there was cat control from a WRL. Does it work with the G90? I believe so. There's a little bit of a weird connection system. 73 Tim, good to have you here. There's a little bit of a weird connection system with the G90 to the computer for cat control. So I've been through this. James, have you got a G90 yet?
I have one, you know what? But I mean, I've just been using my Icon. I bought it for POTA, but I haven't even pulled it out yet.
Oh, come on, man!
I know. I mean, but do you need a G90 when you got the, you know?
Well, I tell you what, man. If you want to unload that thing, I'll give you an address you can send it to.
I will say it should. I mean, if you go into the Cat Control app, there's a radio model selector, and you do have the G90 in here. So it's, you know.
Yeah, you just have to have the right adapters and equipment to connect the G90. It's a little bit of a weird system just from Zygo's side, but yes, absolutely, it's doable. So great question. KB2TDH just became a premium member yesterday after downloading the desktop version. He has struggled with other logging apps. This was very user-friendly. That's what we like to hear.
That's awesome.
So much for reaching out. That is awesome feedback. We love it. That tells us keep doing what we're doing, which is, number one, make the best logging platform available, and number two, listen to our users. That's basically our foundation in a nutshell.
That's so awesome. Yeah, and I mean that's really one of the things we want to do is we want to bring modern technology to ham radio and bring you all kinds of awesome features and a modern interface that makes it easy to use and makes it something that we want to use ourselves. And we're just getting started with the innovation as far as what we can do with new types of contests that we're going to do, adding in de-expeditions and special events into the platform. We've got the World Radio Team Championship coming up, but as we add all these new things, we always want to make sure it's super easy to use.
Yeah, absolutely. So great comment there. Appreciate that very much. Tom W9TEF says not sure what time he'll have while in Dayton, but he filled out the form. Tom, I already saw your application pop up. Thank you for filling out the form. Appreciate that very much. LA60EA. Where's that call sign from? I think that's from Catalina. I think that might be nope.
Not Argentina.
LA. Yeah, no, this is Norway. This is an LA call. Okay.
I want to say, is that?
It's Norway.
Oh, Norway. Okay.
Yeah. First POTA activation of the weekend, NO2199 and NO1415 WRL. What a fantastic tool for POTA activation and submitting the log to POTA best from LA60EA. We really appreciate that feedback. That is really incredible. Thank you so much for letting us know. We love hearing great feedback like that. And we aim to please. So feel free to keep sending us feedback. We appreciate that. Terry asking, this is a question for James. What does it take to get James to Hamfest? We know a Dolly Parton invite doesn't work.
Takes it being, you gotta be top four. I got Dayton, Orlando, Huntsville. I go to Stone Mountain because it's close to me here in Georgia, and
so you have to be either top four Hamfest or within an hour's drive of James' house.
Yeah, that's true. Probably have
It
another.
is for me. Although I did go outside of an hour's drive the other day, went to the Orr's Ham Fest. That was so much fun. Went down there, hung out with some friends. Ham Till It Hurts. You know, we saw Dave, K6JE, a couple other guys, Sean, and yeah, had a great time down there.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, for sure. So yeah, I tend to go to regional. In fact, More Expo is coming up very soon, and I'll be at More Expo with probably a lot of ham radio YouTubers going to be there. I've been hearing that a lot of them are gonna show this year. So that is taking place April 17th through the 18th this year, and yeah, I plan on being there. So look forward to seeing any of y'all there who decide to attend. So. Great question, Terry. EOD Kaboom says, if you take a look at AMSAT ID's logger, you click the correct FM satellite and it auto-populates the center frequencies for the log. Okay, great suggestion. Absolutely. Appreciate that very much. And he also...
Very nice. Thank you for the help there.
Yeah, he also said, if we have any questions about sat logging, there's a large community here to support us anytime. Shoot him a message anytime. I'm actually a member of his Discord, so... Really appreciate that, Tim. And if you ever have any suggestions, feel free to reach out and let us know. Really appreciate that. Zach says it would be cool to display where the bird was when you made your contact on the map. Maybe shows a line from your QTH to the satellite to the other station. That is an awesome idea. Like do like a time stamp freeze of the satellite location, and then you to the satellite and then the satellite to the other station. That's a really cool idea. I like that. Great. Rucker Hoff says, have you addressed the satellite issue from Bouvet Island? I was not aware that there was a satellite issue from Bouvet. James, are you aware of this one?
I saw some notes about it on Discord. I think it was maybe a logging issue. I think maybe one of the logs they were using wasn't properly tracking the satellite contacts or something like that.
Weird. All right.
They weren't using WRL, I guess.
Yeah. Well, if there was any issue on the WRL side that you saw, please let us know and we can deal with it. Otherwise, tell them to switch to WRL. Prep Ham Paul asking if anybody's going to Claremore this weekend. Paul, if it was 1 week earlier, I probably would have been there at least for a few hours. We had some meetings going on just a few miles from Claremore, and I've got family in Bartlesville. I would have loved to have showed up, but I do not feel like going all the way back to Oklahoma again for a second weekend in a row. So I probably won't be at Claremore as much as I'd like to. That would be a fun one. So, yeah. Absolutely. So, Ron says those emails EOD Kaboom was getting were from a Nigerian prince. He just needs to cash the check for $1 million. Yeah. Ron also says he just finished a 5-park rove. WRL makes it too easy. There is no such thing as too easy unless you're operating CW off of a computer. That's too easy. But as far as logging is concerned, there is no too easy. But no, yeah, that's really awesome, Ron. Really appreciate that. What did we say? Maybe we said it internally in a meeting, James. But yeah, you folks are gonna get tired of all the awesome features we're releasing. We're gonna have so much great stuff. You folks are gonna be like, boy, you're giving us too much. But no, we're having all kinds of fun.
You guys are gonna say, stop releasing so many great features. We can't take it. There's too much ham radio goodness, and I have to go back and do a job. I have to hang out with my family. I can't be doing ham radio all day. Please stop.
Absolutely. So
I want to know too, because I don't know what's coming.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we've got a lot of stuff coming.
I was surprised about the map. The map, like you can choose map customization from others. I didn't know about that, and I loved it. Like, I think that's
let me hit
live reactions.
Yeah. Let me hit a few more comments here, and then we can talk. Some of the features coming. We've also got some cool updates from Artemis 2. Today is Lunar Flyby Day, so that's really exciting. So let's go ahead and hit a few more comments here. And Brick Ross says ISS detector has a beta where they're going to a subscription model, just so you know. Gotcha. Okay. Yodi Kaboom says, he's talking about positioning the satellite correctly on the map would be a little bit difficult. I think it's doable. It would just require some back calculations. So, but he doesn't disagree with the coolness of the feature. Eris is amateur radio on the ISS, International Space Station. So just clarification there. When we talk about Eris, that stands for amateur radio on the International Space Station. They coordinate a lot of ISS to Earth contacts with schools and such. So Greg says he may have missed it. When will cat control be included in the desktop app? James, are you going to put your foot down on this one?
I am not going to put my foot down because I know one guy on our team who has been working on this is getting married. And so we're
spam congratulations Najim in the chat. Maybe he's watching.
If Najim, if you're in the
congratulations,
chat,
Najim. Congratulations,
Najim will also
Najim.
be headed with us to the World Radio Team Championship.
Yes.
In the UK.
And he's point man on development on the WRTC stuff too. So this gonna get exciting. But we also have another developer.
You guys my best guess though.
We do have, just before you do that, I will say we do have another developer that is going to be working very closely with him and can probably honestly take over the integration if necessary. So
yeah.
I
would say you're probably looking at an early May, guys. An early May.
Yep. We are in early April.
May. We're in
right
early
now,
April.
so yeah.
So you're probably about a month.
And remember, these are best estimations. We could completely surpass this and have it done in 2 weeks, or we could have all kinds of stuff break loose and not get to it till 6 weeks from now. But yeah, best estimate right now.
Yeah, best estimate 4 weeks. Best case, you're 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks. Worst case, 6 to 8. But I think we'll have that cat control done before.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Great question, Greg. Berkeroff says there's one mapping feature that you don't have yet. You're gonna wait and see. Gonna have to wait and see what it is. I don't know exactly what he's talking about, but yeah, we've got a lot of very cool mapping features. So if you have a suggestion, man, throw it our way. We'd appreciate that. Chris is also thanking you for the recheck tip. He said it did the trick on getting some of his contacts confirmed. So that's
nice. Awesome. Glad that worked out for you.
Yeah. Ed says he downloaded the desktop app. Everything between logbooks and cloud sync is in the right hand column is missing. What did he do wrong? I think he said a couple minutes later that he threw us a bug report for that. So Ed, we will get you taken care of. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what he might be talking about. Maybe the QSO count column is what he's referring to. But if we've got your bug report, and guys, remember, don't ever hesitate. Every one of our apps has a report a bug button. Use that like anytime you notice something like it. A lot of people are afraid it's gonna, cause us a problem or we're gonna be upset. If you see something that you think might be wrong, shoot us a bug report. We are always there to help.
Yeah, absolutely. So Dave says he's gonna hold you to that early May deadline, James. So we better make it happen.
Okay. All right. Once we get close, I'll let you guys know if we don't have it, I'll be eating my foot.
Absolutely. Chris says he's put a couple maps on TikTok. So thank you, Chris, for spreading the love over there. Really appreciate that. Larry says, how about being able to hover over one of the plotted contacts on your map and have their call sign info pop up just like it does for when you hover over one of your own spots? Can you click on it? Click on the contact, because we have that feature in some of our mapping areas. If you click on the contact, it'll bring up info. Yeah, absolutely. So try that out. If there's a specific location that you want that and it's not there yet, just shoot us a feature request and we'll see about adding that in. So Adam says he's asking, will logbook favorites be put on the web app, not just a computer app, anytime soon? I'm going to save this comment for just a few more minutes, James, so I can give you a chance to talk about some of the other stuff coming. We have Germany in the house. Gunther, thank you so much for showing up.
Hello, Germany.
VA3FMB. What HT is that you were using for the satellite?
It is the Kenwood THD 74. Not the latest Kenwood, but it's pretty nice radio. And yes,
Is it full duplex?
Full duplex.
Okay,
Yes.
awesome. Burker Ross says you can 3D print a mount for that antenna. Then you can use the app in an augmented reality perspective. And there are some things on the screen to help with lining it up and aiming the antenna. That is so cool. That is really, really cool. That's incredible.
That's a really great idea. That's
suggestion. Cool. That's awesome. Rob, howdy, Rob. He just got in from an SO50 satellite pass a few minutes ago. 2 contacts. That's great, Rob. Congrats.
And then SO50 is a great satellite too to make contacts on. For those who are looking for your first satellite contacts, SO50 could be a great satellite to track.
Yeah. And then David from England, just getting started in this fantastic hobby. So much to learn, currently studying for the foundation exam. Well, all the best to you, David. And we hope to see you here on the live stream comments many more times. We really appreciate you stopping by. And we have all kinds of fun here. So we hope you'll stop by much more often. So, James, I'm going to give you an opportunity here. Well, after I hit this comment. So, the 250th year contest with historical sites, including pictures. That's a pretty cool suggestion, Rosanna. Yeah, we do have some 250 awards that we will be releasing very soon. We announced what those are. I'll probably talk about them again today so that you can be working toward those awards. But we will have those launched soon, but you can go ahead and start working towards them now because they're retroactive to January 1st of this year. So I'll talk about those a little bit later, likely. And we cover those again. James, I'm going to let you answer this question from Adam and then talk about maybe some of the other stuff we have coming up on our roadmap before we go to our next break. Adam asks, will the logbook favorites be put on the web app, not just on the computer app anytime soon? That's from WU0M.
Yeah, this is a great question and something we are working on right now. So this is one of those rare instances where the desktop app is actually a little bit ahead of web app. So if you haven't downloaded the desktop app, download that desktop app. But you can search. So if I just wanted to search for my random fun logbook, or if I wanted to search for logbooks that had HF in them, or if I wanted to search by maybe the park number, I could find my logbooks that way. And then you can also, you have your favorites. So that is coming to web and the mobile app very soon. It is currently in process. And let me just rapid fire a couple things out for you guys that are coming very soon. So I gave a demo earlier of the new map theme library that's coming soon. I think one thing that people are going to be really excited to hear is about our new activities. When I say activities, I mean like POTA, WWFF, IOTA, SOTA. We're going to be adding bunkers on the air, lighthouses on the air, beaches on the air, and it all goes into one map. And I'll just kind of take advantage to show you guys. Go into your World Radio League app and go use this new feature. Andy demoed this probably last week, didn't you, Andy?
Yeah, I don't know if I demoed it. We posted it in the email. I think I demoed it. I'm pretty sure I did. It's really
You can check all, but what's really great about our system is it's not just POTA. You can look at WWFF, IOTA, SOTA all together.
Can I interject something here? This is really cool. So we had a few people.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we have a max. We can show 1,000 pins at a time. We put in a buffer there to keep your app from crashing when you load it. So we show 1,000 pins at a time. We had people say, hey, not all of my activated parks are showing up. What's going on here? Well, the deal is they may have had, 600, 800 or 100 parks. We'll do 100 parks, 100 parks. And so, there's of course vastly more yellow pins than green pins, but it was filled. It was in order to keep that 1,000 pin limit. It was making some of those contacts disappear. Some of those pins disappear. It was disappearing both the yellow and the green pins. So I shot a message over to one of the developers, and shout out to our developer, Sophonius. He's awesome at this stuff. He just, boom, he had the solution. Sort the pins. Always sort the pins by activated first, then not activated, or hunted first, then not hunted. That way you're always up to 1,000 parks. You always get all your green pins up to 1,000, always on the map at any given time, at any given zoom level. And then from that number up to 1,000, that remaining number is the yellow unactivated or unhunted pins that it will show. Any pins that it has to make disappear, They will always be yellow ones unless you have more than 1,000 green ones, which is going to be pretty rare. So,
and guys, this is
yeah.
another great reason why you need to download. Now it's not going to show it because of my crazy background effect. Well, there it goes. This is another reason why you need to download the mobile app, because you can check all of the POTA sites that are near you. If you're thinking of doing a rove, this is a great way to help plan your rove and see the sites that are near you and what's coming up. And it makes it super, super easy to find activity sites, whether it's POTA or SOTA. And we're adding the new ones. I know bunkers on the air, especially for some of the folks in Europe, that's very big. We're adding that. But we've got some really creative ideas coming down the pipe about maybe even incorporating some local parks into the database.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or adding some historical sites into the database.
I'm just gonna pitch this because this is something that it's going to be very crowdsourced. And so I want input early on this. So James, are you okay if I go ahead and pitch this
just
a little
pitch
bit?
It. Yeah, go for it, Andy.
Local parks on the air. Imagine you can go down to any one of your city parks, and whether it's on the map or not, activate it, submit your activation, apply for a new park designator, and whenever you pick whatever your local park is, go down there, activate it, apply for a new park designator. Once we approve the park designator, then your activation gets submitted to that as the first activation for that park, and that park's now on the map. And so it's going to be very crowdsourced, very very user driven. So we're really excited about this. We have not, we're in the planning and research and development stages right now. So we are not in the actual implementation phase at all, but we are absolutely in the research and planning phase right now. So yeah, Dave says, isn't that POTA Platinum? We came up with this idea many months ago, and I think we even threw some notes out there, Dave. So no, this is not a pay per contact service whatsoever. This is a get out in the parks and have fun service, and not just state parks either, local parks, trails, city parks, what have you. And I think this is an awesome opportunity for some people who maybe in more urban areas and don't have access to state parks, or maybe live out maybe in super rural areas where there aren't any state, where it's farmland for miles and miles, and maybe a town with a couple city parks and no state parks anywhere. So I think this is an awesome opportunity.
I totally agree. Steve says, what about BOTA, breweries on the air?
BOTA's already taken. It's beaches on the air. So.
Oh, okay. It's got to be BROTA then. Breweries on the air. Well, I know the one that I always hear is Walmart parking lots on the air.
That's actually a thing. It's hilarious. They actually made that a thing one year. So that was pretty hilarious.
But that's I think as far as World Radio League goes, I think we want to have as many cool, important places that you can go and explore and get an activation out of it. I think that's a great way to do it.
Absolutely.
So, I appreciate the pitch, kind of just doing some live product development with us, Andy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Guys, we are already up to our third break here in the show. James, Catalina, will you both be able to stick around after the break?
No, I won't.
Catalina, James, are you still here?
I'll still be here. Andy, you're still going strong with your cold today.
Yeah, we're powering through. We've got another 30 minutes of show left, so don't go anywhere. We're still talking Artemis 2, talking about some looks like some Morse code stuff. We talked about Dayton Hamvention. We have our solar our propagation forecast. So don't go anywhere. We've got more to discuss and tell you about, and open the floor for some more feedback down the road. So, guys, we will be right back after this break. Catalina, thank you so much for coming along. Thank you so much.
73, everybody.
Partnerships program, the Mugs for Map Shares program, all the wonderful admin and HR stuff you do. And absolutely, we really, really, really appreciate that. Now, do I get a pass on HR this week?
You're not telling these good things because you don't want an HR.
Catalina, seriously, thank you so much. Absolutely,
Catalina. Thank
We
you
got to
much.
get Catalina to have a POTA activation, and we are teaching Catalina. Catalina's going to be learning Morse code very soon. But more about that. You got to, if you want to hear a little bit more about the little Morse code program we have. You're gonna have to stick
around till after the break. And James, I mean, you're not using your G90. Catalina needs to do a POTA activation.
Maybe I ship my G90 to Catalina, and
maybe you can work something out there.
If we get 100 likes on the video, I will ship Catalina a G90.
Are you gonna put your foot on that? Because I will source 100 likes for this video if you're gonna put your foot on that.
Okay. If you're gonna source it, how many likes do our videos usually get? Let's at least make this challenging.
I think we usually get for the lives around, I don't know. I don't even know. Like I think the last one we got 41 likes. So
all right, 200 likes and I'll ship Catalina G90.
200 likes and Catalina gets James G90.
Go for it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right, sounds good. Guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Thank you, Catalina. We'll see you next week.
Thank you. Have a great rest of your week. Right. Bye-bye. 73.
We're back. Andy N0APX here, having more fun than a human being should be allowed to have. Half my brain tied behind my back just to make it fair. That's how I feel anyway with this dumb head cold. We are back again for the fourth quarter of the show. Episode 43. We're already 43 episodes in, and I want to say a huge, massive, and tremendous thank you to each and every one of you awesome people out there. Recently, I was trying to. We have kind of a clan of just awesome followers, and yeah, absolutely. I think recently in the comments I threw out a thank you to all of my all of the bit heads in the chat. You know, like. But anyway, that's if you don't get that reference, then anyway, maybe it's for the best. But anyway, so I will go ahead and bring in my good friend James. James, thank you for sticking with me through the break.
Absolutely. Thanks for powering through, Andy. And we got a lot of good news to talk about this week. I'm excited.
Absolutely. You know what? The World Radio League show. It's so awesome because I was feeling terrible this morning, and I come into this show. It's just like just energizes me. All the great folks in the chat, you and Catalina, just boosting me through my day. So thank you all very, very much. Appreciate all of you very, very much. Absolutely incredible. So we have tons to talk about. So we're maybe going to have to strip a couple topics for next week. But one thing that is time sensitive, and I do want to cover right now, is that today is the Artemis 2 lunar flyby day. So there is Artemis 2 is currently going around the moon. I believe as we speak, they're in lunar flyby. So
wow.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's within I don't know exactly the time they're going to be that closest point where they're circling the moon, but today they crossed to the furthest point any human has ever been from Earth. Such an awesome milestone for the crew of Artemis 2. So congratulations to the whole crew out there. Christina. I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna look up their names. So
Reed, and let's give a shout out here.
Reed, Victor, Christina, and Jeremy. Y'all be safe out there. Thank you so much for what you're doing for humanity out there, and it's awesome to watch you guys have a safe return trip.
And guys, I mean, for the amateur radio community in particular, I mean, it's not just that we're a bunch of nerds, which we are, of course,
Absolutely.
We absolutely are. But I mean, there's a long-standing connection between amateur radio operators and space exploration and technology and being on the cutting edge of these things. And look, you got Reed Wiseman, ham radio operator, KF5LKT, the NASA commander. You've got Victor Glover, KI5BKC. And one of the other crew, I believe from the Canadian Space Agency, mission specialist Jeremy Hansen, is KF5LKU. Isn't that just awesome as amateur radio operators that we're so well represented on this crew? I mean,
it's absolutely incredible. Yeah, 3/4 of the team, ham radio operators from U.S. and Canada. It's really, really incredible to see. And I'm so excited for what that may mean for future missions. You can totally see him setting up a ham radio station on a potential future lunar mission, or, as time progresses, they talk like they're going to be setting up a lunar base. How cool would it be to work the moon? That would just be
be so cool.
Yeah,
that would be so cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So very, very cool things there. James, maybe... I think you had an article about the hams tracking the mission. Maybe we could kind of talk about that in recap next week, since we're kind of running short on time today, if that's all right with you.
Yeah, let's keep rolling.
Yeah, all right, sounds good. So talk about some of this Morse code stuff that we're interested in talking about.
Here's the thing with Morse code, guys. Some of you listening probably are pretty good Morse code operators. Andy, I would consider... he's getting there. He's doing POTA activations. He knows some good Morse. As far as I go, Andy might as well be an expert, right? Because he's so far beyond me. But one of the toughest things about Morse code is just setting aside the time and doing it. So we're doing something on the World Radio League team, and we're going to share some of that with you as we go. But we are all going to start learning Morse code together.
As a team, as an internal team, yes.
Yeah, as an internal thing. It's an internal thing, but we'll probably be sharing some updates with you guys, maybe getting involved. But
so cool.
I'll kick off that. Andy, is there anything else you want to share about it, or maybe share a little bit about the app that you've been building?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to be using Morse Mastery, the app that we're developing. We're going to be using it and kind of what we would call dog fooding it, which means using it ourselves so that, we know what it needs to advance. So we're gonna have a lot of fun with that, and yeah, it's gonna be really, really awesome. We're going to be, like I said, we're gonna be working with it and kind of implementing that. We're gonna have that instant feedback loop of, oh, that's this is a point where we're struggling, so let's implement this to make it even better. So it's gonna be really, really cool. I'm so excited about it. Morse Mastery has been really, James, you got this project kicked off. I kind of kicked off the idea about turning it into more of a course process. And, I've been really deeply, working on this almost every day I've been working. I've been working on at least a little bit of Morse Mastery. And I'm really, really excited about where it's going. Now, the other cool thing is the whole team's getting, even the ones that aren't ham radio operators yet, everybody's getting a CW key. And I want to shout out the Zippy paddle from what's this ham's call sign? Let me get his name. His name is Zeus, and his call sign is K8CES. Check out the Zippy paddle. It's a beautiful paddle. He does a great job building it. It looks absolutely incredible. And we'll probably, hopefully, James, I just reached out to him today. You were asking me about this earlier. He expects that we'll have those paddles by next Monday. So yeah, we'll probably be able to share some pics and photos by next Monday of those keys. And yeah, I also got a whole bunch of adapters like the V, is it V band? Is that the name of it? Adapter, and the the name escapes me. Halakey adapter, and one or two other adapters, and I'm going to be working on implementing those. Implementing the converters for those into Morse Mastery so that you can use your adapter with the app, which is going to be really awesome. So, yeah.
That's going to be great.
Yeah.
Next up, guys, ham radio contest. But
Yeah.
Andy, there's so many contests.
Yeah.
How do I even keep track of where all these contests are?
I'm so glad you asked. Go check out the World Radio League contest page. That's what you need to do. You have that screen share available. There you go. Why don't you walk us through the new tab view there?
Yeah, so we've split this up so there's not too many contests in one place, but that's the thing with ham radio contests. There's always something going on. It could be going on in your area, it could be going on in your state, could be a worldwide contest, but now you can go to the contest page, which we'll drop a link into the chat here so you can go and check it out. But actually pretty cool. I totally missed it, but the CQ Worldwide WPX contest was about a week ago, I guess now, and we had over 25,000 contacts logged. So congratulations to Gabrielle Orellana and Igor Majorek and Michael Whaley. Oh, Michael has an awesome live stream on YouTube. Also, you check out. He's a big live operator who's streaming his contacts to World Radio League. Definitely go and I'll see if I can find his YouTube and check him out. So congratulations to you guys for being the top operators within World Radio League for the contest. But coming up, there are, looks like, some Australian contests. There is a QRP Spring QSO party. These QSO parties are an easy way to get involved, guys, where you see Missouri QSO, New Mexico QSO party. Even if you're not in those states, you can jump in and make contacts, right? Like, there's just going to be more people on the air.
Yeah.
And so, Georgia QSO part, here you go. So I'll just do this one as an example. I'll click join for free. It's going to say enroll success. You're enrolled in the contest. And then the next question is, oh, how do I do a contest? What do I actually have to do? Well, World Radio League handles that for you as well. It's going to give you a logger that now has the contest exchange. So it's just like a regular ham radio contact. I'll say, N0 APX. This is N0 WRL. My Georgia county is, it'll be Gwinnett, I guess. GWIN. And look, we even have it pre-populate the counties for you. Isn't that nice?
Yeah, absolutely. That is so awesome. And for serial number contests, it increments the serial number counter for you as well.
Yep. And you can even add your exchange in here too, so that you get their exchange from them.
Yeah.
But then you don't forget your exchange. So I'll definitely be on the air.
That puts that in your log, so you need to add it in there before you export your log. So
yeah, and we are, let's see, 4 days, 21 hours away from the Georgia QSO party. So
yeah, absolutely.
Blast. Yeah. It looks like, I mean, this weekend should be pretty jam-packed. And we're always running those leaderboards, so you can kind of check and see. I know I'm probably not going to be on the leaderboard. Oh, I haven't logged any contacts since the week started, I guess. How am I not on here? I got to figure that out, guys. Missouri party coming up. Let's see what other contests, and then we will see what other news we've got. Lots of QSO parties. State Parks on the Air contest coming up. Those will be great. EU Open HF Championship, World Time Zone Challenge. That sounds interesting. Georgia State Parks on the Air. Oh my gosh. This is a jam-packed contest schedule.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to at least try to hop in and make a couple contacts in these.
Yeah, absolutely. For sure. And we only have about 10 minutes left for the rest of the show. So get out there, work those contests. We do have a couple of other things to cover, James. So we might want to hit those before we wrap here. But I love looking at that contest board though. It's just so cool. Kid 27085 says, can you have the leaderboard post the online scoreboard? Man, we're gonna have the online scoreboard posted to World Radio League before this is over with. What are you talking about? Oh man. All right, so what's next here? We have James, you made kind of a cool contact in the last little bit here, didn't you?
I did. So there's actually a special event going on right now for World Autism Awareness. The call sign was Whiskey 2 Alpha. I made a contact with them recently. So be on the lookout for that special event. I think they're going for the rest of the week, I want to say. So if you're looking for a special event station to contact, check out Whiskey 2 Alpha, the World Autism Awareness Week special event station.
Okay, very, very cool. That's really incredible. So it's great that you worked them. That's really neat. We have I see you added a note here about an SSTV event. Is that with the International Space Station?
Yes, we do. I believe we have. Let me see if I can find the news post. I believe Aris has an SSTV. Maybe let's come back to that one in just a moment, Andy.
Okay. Yeah. You had an FCC enforcement action. I saw a little bit about this, but I didn't deep dive on it. Did you happen to look into that one and see kind of pull any information on that one?
Oh yes. Let me see if I can pull some information about that. So
while you're doing that, I will say I'll give you kind of a day-by-day propagation report here, forecast here in just a moment. But it does look like your worst day in the coming week is going to be Friday, April 10th. Everything else is going to be pretty solid, but Friday, April 10th is going to be a little bit unsettled. So we'll kind of talk day by day here in just a moment. But until then, James, back to you.
Let me see. Give me just a moment to.
And I mean, we can talk about the FCC enforcement action next week, and we can talk about these last 2 points next week. I would love to cover the Aris SSTV event if you have that handy.
Okay, so let me see. I got a little bit of updates here on this enforcement action. It was in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. FCC has responded to a complaint involving a Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania amateur for operating outside the privileges of his technician class and causing interference to local emergency service communications. by communications on a public service frequency 470.4375. So according to a letter released by the FCC's Enforcement Bureau, agent investigating the complaint, this is an interfering signal. I won't give the name of the operator here, but it looks like he was somehow using some sort of an auto relay feature, and then he was retransmitting from one frequency into another frequency. So it looks like they haven't done, they haven't fined this operator. It looks like they
sent him a mean letter, probably.
They sent him a mean letter, and this is the thing, guys. I think this is a good example to say, we're actually upgrading our technician course right now for 2026 at Ham Radio Prep, and we teach all of these rules. So rather than just taking endless quizzes and just memorizing the answers, when you take your exams with Ham Radio Prep, you get a little bit more understanding of these things. But I think a little bit of common sense goes a long way, where don't operate outside of your band. And if you're operating in good faith and you're not trying to interfere with anybody, it's very little chance you're going to do anything wrong. Don't hook up and just, try to hack some radio and operate out of band or operate outside the frequencies. Check your band plan, know what power level you're allowed to use common sense. If someone tells you you're interfering, be respectful. And other than that, and then even in this case, if you do interfere and it's unintentional, the FCC usually will give, they look at your intention and they'll give you a warning. Usually when you hear about these big fines that some ham radio operator got, that's because they were intentionally interfering with somebody for a long period of time and they won't stop. The FCC can hand down some pretty heavy fines in those cases.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have the information on the Arris SSTV event? I did not have that one handy. I don't know if you pulled that from the Arris site.
Let me see. We've got.
Okay, they've got one.
It looks like they've got one coming up on April 10th.
April 10th. Yeah, go ahead and talk about that one. Let us know what's going on with that one, and then we can roll with the propagation forecast, because we are almost out of time here.
All right, Series 31. It's going to include several commemorations: Cosmonauts Day, the 65th anniversary of Yuri Gagarin's first flight, and various other commemorations there. So April 10th, that's coming up in 4 days, and it's going to be from April 10th to April 14th on 437.55. They're going to transmit with 10 watts, SSTV mode, Robot 36 with 2 minutes between transmissions. So guys, set your radios to receive those SSTV images, and that's a very cool. If you haven't gotten involved in SSTV, I'll drop a link.
Yeah, and Tom even says, are there any WRL or HRP resources on SSTV? Newbie, but would like to get it figured out. Not really specifically. That is honestly an SSTV decoder would be an awesome addition to the platform. So we may want to think about that, but not specifically yet as far as that goes. Tom, great.
We do cover it in more detail in the satellite and space course, and I think we do have a video on it on our YouTube channel as well. Let me see. I think we have a pretty good video from Professor Jim. Jim is
if you want to drop that link in the chat, that would be incredible.
I absolutely will.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and give our propagation forecast for this week, starting Monday, April 6th, which is today. You're going to see a flux around 95 to 100, at 5, KP at 2. Once again, as usual, those 20, 17, 15 are going to be your solid working days. 40 and 80 are going to be solid after dark. Same with on April 7th. Well, mostly the same on Tuesday. Flux is going to be down a little bit to around 95, with A and K holding steady, and 15 probably won't be as good on Tuesday. Wednesday, Flux is going to continue to dip to 90 to 95. With A and K still holding steady. 15 is going to be mostly off. 20 and 17 are going to be good, and you're going to have those good low band nighttime performance. Thursday, April 9th is going to become unsettled throughout the day. Flux is going to be holding steady. A is going to be up to around 8, and KP is going to rise to around 3 late. Most of the day is going to be solid, but yeah, just pretty much another textbook week as far as that goes. On Friday, Flux is going to fall to around 90, A around 10 to 12, KP 3 to 4, 15 unreliable, 20 and 17 are going to be there. Maybe 17 might be a little inconsistent. You might have some auroral enhancement on VHF. Saturday, it's going to be trending better. Flux is going to be steady. A back down to 8, KP back down to 3. You are going to have a return of 17 meters. Everything else, going to be solid. Those 20, 40, and 80 bands. Sunday, April 12th is going to be quiet. Flux rising 90 to 95. A down to 5 and KP down to 2. You are going to have some just solid HF again, 2017 and 15. And Monday, April 13th, Flux coming back down to around 90. A and K holding steady. Just a pretty solid and normal HF day. As far as that goes, 15 probably won't be the greatest. So, that is your propagation forecast for the next week, and just in time too, because we are at the bottom of the hour. James, I was thinking about the CW challenge. And I don't know. I'm thinking maybe we put together something, an idea to allow some of the community to participate in some way if possible. I think this would be really cool.
I think too. I mean, I think it's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be so fun. Maybe even if it isn't really structured as far as the community goes, we can still just throw out a challenge to everybody to participate in this. This could be really awesome. Maybe 100%. We can share that in the next couple weeks. Yeah, absolutely. We'll come up with something.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you so very, very much for sticking around, and hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. And we will see you next Monday. Looking forward to it, everybody. Have a fantastic week. James, thank you so much for coming along, doing some of the heavy lifting for me. Appreciate it.
73, guys.
73, everybody. November 0, Alpha Papa X-Ray, and I am clear. Did it?